I first came here last year. Qiandao reminded me of Scotland. The wonderful mountains, the clear water, and just the atmosphere made me feel at home in Scotland. And in particular, the speciality of Scotland, which is whisky. My name is David Valentine, and I'm from Scotland. I'm a former chief officer with Angus Council, and my connection with China started at the age of 6. Oh, I remember distinctly in the primary school looking at a textbook with the picture of a family in the paddy field, and I'm thinking, what is their life like? So it grew a fascination about China, a curiosity that lasted all my life. I'm just lucky that in an older age, I was able to come to China and see for myself what it's like. It's wonderful. And when I got my chief officer appointment with local government in 1995, I saw at that time all the signs of a growing economy, of the wisdom of the Chinese government in developing China. So I told everyone. Some people didn't believe me. Some people laughed. Other people followed me. And in 1998, I brought my first trade mission to China. My story in China began in 1998. Whisky is a distilled liquor made from whole grain cereals and aged in oak casks and has an alcohol content of at least 40 degrees. In Scotland, we say aqua vitae, which is the Latin for water of life. That is a term that was used 500 years ago, and we in Scotland proudly hold whisky as our speciality product. In recent years, the consumption of whisky in China has been increasing at a pace. It's creating opportunities not just for Scotland and the UK, but also for Chinese investors. Slanjiva. The whisky industry can contribute to the tourism development. It's a very sustainable industry that fits with the wonderful environment. It is clean, it is not a pollution industry, so it is very complementary to the wonderful environment of Qiandao and will help to grow the tourism industry here. This project is being constructed by Angus Dundee Distillers, a very famous British company, and it will be the first to be completed in Qiandao. A few years ago, I recommended they invest in China. With great effort with the local government, in 2023, the company decided to create this wonderful project which combines the best of industry with the best of tourism, with a total investment of 700 million yuan.
All sites in front of us will complete by end of the 2025.
Wow. And it's the beginning of a new era. And I think that will just continue to build and build. And that will also bring the message to so many people involved in the whisky industry and create some excitement, which this area deserves. Thanks to whisky, the Qiandao Lake is getting more and more international attention. This small, undeveloped county in southeast China is now showing itself on the international stage as an example of new development among the clear waters and luscious mountainsides. Delicious. And which way do you see the whisky industry going in the future in China? I mean, we're just here, but it's just about to do what?
Woo. I think it's looking good. I mean, unique climate and the commitment to sustainability, it seems, as well, which is obviously going to become more and more important. So I think, I'm excited for the future of whiskey distilling in Qiandao and in China, of course.
Oh, it's wonderful. So this is the 4th, maybe 5th whiskey project I've done in China. But this project for Angus Dundee in Chennai is fantastic. So the government is really helping promote whiskey, and they've been fantastically supportive. Like in the conference today, you heard they said that they gave approvals for the project to start construction in 3 days. That's the fastest I've ever seen.
It's a lovely part of the world. It's great to see families here as well, because one of the important things I think about the Scottish whisky industry is that it brings in tourists to local areas, which helps the economy, and it's an enjoyable thing to do, place to visit. So I think this is a perfect location for whisky distilling.
I think you need that if you look on the global stage for whisky. I think you see that across the globe, and when there is that concentrated effort and the local government are supporting the industry, I think it really empowers people to come to the area. They know they've got a focal point, so I think it's great for the region.
In a few years' time, when people talk about Qiandao Hu, whiskey will be the new hashtag. So the whiskey industry here is already creating new Chinese opportunities. But there are so many more opportunities for linking this area, for trade with this area. I mean, look around you. This is a beautiful environment. So I think we need to get the message out. We need to bring people, open their eyes. This saying, green is gold. Well, it is. There are so many different sectors that I think will hold a bright future, a bright Chinese opportunity, which will also give a win-win, a benefit for all of us.